Hi guys, this is funny. I was just realizing the last few videos I've been standing up doing my work. I got to sit down, so I'm sitting down for this one. So I'm going to go ahead and do the tutorial for the Anna Griffin Finishing School, the Salon Nouveau craft box. This was an auto ship, but it is now available also for purchase. I believe it's still available on HSN, so I'll have links in the description box, which will be affiliate links, which means I'll make a small commission if you purchase items through those links. Having said that, I also want to ask you guys a question because I'm so sorry YouTube ate my premiere earlier. So I was uploading the Diamond Press Life is Sweet shaker card, and I told you guys I would premiere it. I mean, pretty much promising that. Well, not really promising because I don't want to, but yeah. And I guess as it uploaded, I put in the time to be 12:30 because I was making bread, and I thought, okay, that's a good time. And then I was like, oh, I want to change it to 1, and it wouldn't let me change it. It wouldn't let me change it, and I guess I didn't realize when I said 12:30, it meant for me, my time, it set it for 11:30, like Central, some other time. I have no idea, to be honest. So I think while it was still uploading, and since 11:30 had passed, it just put it out as a premiere. And that time, like I said, I was trying to adjust the time because I'm like, no, I'm not going to be able to do the 12:30. So I'm messing with it and it's not letting me save. And I'm like, whatever, oh, maybe I should unlist it and then maybe I can reset it and all this crazy stuff, not realizing it had already premiered or threw it out there as a premiere. So that was a mess. I'm sorry. I think probably some of you guys might have gotten in there to say hi. I don't know what happened. I couldn't get it to myself, especially because I had already unlisted it and then made it public and all these things. So you guys, some of you guys probably got in there while it was premiering, even though I wasn't there. And then it probably just cut off on you. I don't know. I have no idea. It's out in the ether. I couldn't get in it. I couldn't like click on it for the premiere. You know what I'm saying? I click on it and just watch it, but I wanted to get into the premiere that you guys might be watching. It wasn't working. So I'm really sorry. So I'm going to do premiere for this one. Hopefully you guys will be in the chat already because I do want to chat with you guys, say hello. And then I have another question for you guys, and we'll talk about it in the chat too. Do you guys want me to do a live video tonight when the craft day starts? Because I guess a lot of you guys are waiting. I didn't know it was going to be Crafter's Companion with a year-long box, which you know I love the year-long subscriptions, but it comes with or without the MIDI, which is a machine that's a little bit bigger. I've been so busy, you guys. I'm so sorry. I haven't been watching like any of the Crafter's Companion stuff. And then the shows are so long. It hasn't happened because, again, when Miranda's at school, I want to make videos, and that's the same time that they do the CC videos. So it's like I just can't. Like I haven't seen one in a while. But I think it'd be fun if we got on there. And another thing I would appreciate, I think I'll have the links for the today's special when it when I do the live video, and it'll be there. And if you guys would be so kind as to use those links to purchase whatever it is, if you're going to go for it. Because I will definitely make review tutorials like you guys know I do for it. But, of course, if I do it later, you might not be able to get it. And then, So it'd be very nice if you guys were to help me out and support the channel that way using that link. So maybe I'll start like at 8:45 Pacific time, which would be 11:45 East Coast, and then we'll chat maybe until like 9:30 or midnight 30. I don't know. We'll see. You know how it goes. We end up chatting longer, but that will be a live video. So maybe I'll be in pajamas. Maybe I'll be hunkered down for the night. I'll have the link there, and then we'll talk about what we want to pick up. I don't know. So just an idea. Let me know if you guys think that would be fun. If not, I just won't even do it. All right. So let me know. Okay. So we have this. I've already unboxed it. So right now, all I'm gonna do is kind of go through it. Again, we have our card bases that are gorgeous, all these topper pieces. We have the, not really card bases because these are all 5x7. You're going to cover your whole card with this, but this is just really pretty paper that we can die cut. Again, the gold matte metallic that we love to die cut. You have your cream colored envelopes. I do love that she goes with the cream color. I like that better than just a stark white, but just something different. And then we have all the dies and the embossing folders, which maybe see, that's the thing. If I use the embossing folder, I feel like, well, it's kind of interesting. I'm sorry, I'm going back and forth, back and forth. This is almost very, very similar to what this design is, right? Even this inner one. But if I use that, it's going to cover up the whole card base. So let me look at this, look at some of the ideas and see what we're going to do, and we'll just try something out. So I was looking at this, and you guys know I fell in love with this one when I did the unboxing. So I'm going to use this card base because it is gorgeous. They all are, but this is really pretty. If you haven't seen the unboxing, I'll have the link there in the description box, but because I know I didn't really go through all this, but you know how, she has gorgeous things. So, so there's that. A lot of pretty examples here, and I was looking at them like, what is this? But I see what she did. So I'll show you, because sometimes they'll fussy cut things, and I'm like, oh, I'm not about fussy cutting like extra pieces out of the inside or things like that, right? Not my thing, but lots of really, really pretty ideas. So I'm going to use this. I do like the way she layered up some of the green and the gold, but she used this side. See how it's kind of like plain? And I would think it would be really lovely if they had like an orange in this kit, but it's mostly pink, blue. I think there's like a slate kind of gray, this green one. So I'm going to use this, but I'm going to use this side because just to give it a little movement and a little something different. We're going to need like 2 sheets of this, I think, because the way we're going to layer this up. So, ooh, nope, don't do that. There we go. And I'm not going to use the embossing, but the embossing folder really does a good job of embossing this. And I'll show you that right now. Because again, like I said, it's basically the same shapes. So in a way, it's pretty cool because, like, let's say you embossed your paper with this, right? It's going to come out. It has this whole shape. And then you use this outer die. Boom. And all you do is cut that out. And now you have a really pretty embossed paper with the edge that complements it perfectly, right? So that's really cool. I like the way that works together. I don't think it would make much sense to cut it and then use this one because it's going to cut out the spots that are embossed, you know? So, I don't know, I guess you could try. Maybe it looks cool. But for this one, I already forgot what I was going to do. Let me think. Okay, oh yeah. Let me think. All right, we're going to cut this one out of the gold. And will this fit in the marquee? It will. If I cut this with the gold and the marquee, I'm going to use a brand new folder because I don't want any of this stuff scratching this up, you know what I'm saying? It will not cut, obviously, the larger ones, but it'll cut the middle one, it'll cut the little square. Maybe it's not even worth trying it out for now because, again, if you're going to get this kit, it doesn't fit in the marquee. Apparently, it'll fit in that midi if you get that, right? So I will use this. And then we're going to cut this. Ooh, oh goodness gracious. Okay, into this. I don't think it really matters. I'll still put it in the center just because, is it going to cut that middle out? No. It's going to be covered up, but let's say if you want to use this later as a focal point, just line it up so, see how I'm putting this whole, basically the whole motif right in the center? That'll be really pretty. But if you don't care, you know, it's all going to get covered up. You know how we do with Martha. With Martha! Dun dun dun! Anna. Alright, we're doing this here and this here. And then we're going to cut out this one. This is the card I'm going for. I don't remember if... And we don't have to do anything exactly the same, but just the center part of this gold one here. So it's the center part, but if you wanted to layer this up too, then you can do another color, you know, or however you want to do it. But for the background, oh my goodness. Okay, and I'm going to cut that out of this. And I'm going to run all these through probably the Gemini. I know I have my Empress in front of it. There's a bunch of little bottles in front of it because I haven't used it in a while, so I'm not going to move everything just to use that. But of course, it cuts from both machines just as well. Okay, and one other tip. I always tell you guys, whenever I cut this paper, it gets all messed up, and you guys have always told me, put another, like just a sheet of paper, a blank sheet, like this stuff, just typing paper or whatever, and run it through. So then whatever little lines and stuff like this don't transfer to your gold paper because they will. Okay, so just know that. Again, I always keep my magnet away from, my magnetic mat away from everything else because I don't like it getting gouged. And then this one, if you're using the Empress, you would use your metal shim probably and the magnetic shim. And then of course the cutting plates and run that through. I don't know if I have to run through again for the embossing. We'll take a look, hopefully not. Well, that one doesn't have embossing, but I'm not the biggest fan of running things through twice. But sometimes you got to. Okay. So it still put some marks on it, and you know why? The paper I used had like a label, so that label kind of pushed in here. But not too bad. And it's also going to be in the background, so I'm not going to get too upset over that. Okay, so there's that one. Then we'll run through this one. I'll run this one through right now that we're all together, just to see if I need to emboss it separately. Oh, here I go, getting stuff stuck to the carrier. You know how I like to do that. You know, that's my favorite thing to do. That's okay. Oh gosh, I don't want to move it too much. Actually, I put plenty of tape, so I think we're able to look at it. Trying to see if it has a lot of embossing or not. Yeah, I can see it's not really pushed in there all that great, so let's emboss it. Hopefully I didn't move too much. Goodness gracious. Rubber mat, metal shim, plastic shim, and not the magnetic shim. They used to say with the Gemini, don't ever put the two purple shims together, which this used to be purple, but now the magnetic shim is, just don't ever put the rubber and the magnetic one together. Is what I hear. As far as like if you're using all the things, I guess if you had one less thing in there, like maybe if you took the metal shim out, it probably wouldn't be the biggest deal, but if you're doing the basic sandwich, they don't want you to do that. And that gave us some embossing. I can kind of see a little bit. I'll do the same thing for the little square, cut it out, and then if I need to emboss it, I'll run it back through with the other little guy. I just want to see if we can get this out. Take a little sneaky peeky. I don't know what stays and what goes. I probably shouldn't have torn it that quickly. I just pulled it away. Okay, so really nice. I can see that embossing there. Okay, I'll be right back. I love that. Look at that. Oh, look at this. Do you think it's just because it's that gold? I don't know. It just looks so pretty. It's amazing. Okay. And I know this is not everyone's cup of tea, but I do like these finishing spools. Hopefully she does it again for next year. They're really nice boxes. I like that it comes with pretty much everything. I think the other ones had even adhesive, right? Maybe, maybe not. Okay, so this is my basic thing. I just don't know how I'm going to do this part. I'm going to glue these flat to each other. I know a lot of times she likes a lot of dimensional. Yeah, I think she did include dimensional adhesives. No? Or, I don't know. That's what I feel like happened. But I think I'm going to keep this all pretty flat and then have the dimensional stickers that we're going to bring in obviously at the end for the rest of the embellishment. And then maybe I'll dimensional adhesive this whole thing, right? So right now I'm just working on this to get this put together, but okay. I want to be careful here because I don't want to get glue all over the place, but I think it has a pretty thin margin around. Yeah. Let me move this so you can see this better, I suppose. So how are you guys doing? Hope everyone's doing well. And thank you guys for asking about Matt. He's feeling better, but he's really tired. That's why I'm like, dude, every single thing you keep telling me is a COVID symptom. He's just really fatigued, you know? Who knows? Like, buddy. Oh my gosh. Anyway. I'm sure he'll be fine. Alright. And then, you know, just... Like I said, he brought back some really nice pictures of his mom and when they were kids and things, so he's really happy to have those. Okay, I went a little bit too low here, but that's alright. Alright. Should have brought it up just... Oh, yay! I always thought I couldn't move it because I use the Nouveau, but I always forget whenever it's a metallic or slick paper like this, you can get a little more dry time. Awesome. Okay, that made me happy. Alright, and then we're going to put this one like this. Ooh. But I think I'm going to put dimensionals on this because it's going to be behind other things. I guess it depends on how you want to build it up. It's going to be behind some of these pretty things. So you're not really going to see them. So I think that'd be nice. Let's do... I have dimensional. I can just cut up these pieces here. Oh, you know what? We can put this whole thing. Right? I mean, it's not going to show. Hopefully. Let's see. If I put this like towards the center, just so we for sure aren't going to show too much. Yeah, and that makes a nice hefty piece, you know, to help us hold this down. Ooh. Okay, I'm trying to eyeball where the points are. Kind of like, hopefully the points are in the right direction here. Cool, okay. All right, so maybe it is helpful sometimes to cover up a bunch of stuff, right? And let's see. So yes, please, please, please let me know if you guys would be interested. I mean, I'm gonna send obviously Miranda upstairs or whatever, and I'll just hang out and chat with you guys, maybe in pajamas, maybe not in pajamas, maybe with some coffee, something sweet. I don't know, we'll see. But I think that'll be fun. I'm just debating, should I set it up on my table, which is easier to do, or should I set it up just at the couch where I normally just chill? So I know in her little picture she has these two. And check this out. I do want you to notice. There are opposites instead of like one, like you can't flip it, right? But there are two of each of these cool things. And she had it like this, and that looks really pretty. That's why I shouldn't have even looked at her design, because I'm all about it. Let me see. What are these? Ooh, this has some dimension to it too. I don't need to bring blue in, I don't think. How about this one? Okay, maybe that one. Or should I bring in something that has more green? I would like something that has more green. I don't really see that being something in here. There's this thing. Oh, but that's so plain. I mean, you know she would pile that up just like that. What I'm saying, there's no more shininess. I need shininess. Shininess and maybe green. Oh, well, they have this one. Oh, this is pretty. It's so tiny. Let me see what... Let me see. Oh, look at this. Cute little flower. See how this looks. And then we'll make up our mind here. Sending cheerful thoughts your way. That's a square and it covers up that whole thing, which it's gonna have to cover up. Sending cheerful wishes with the green outline. I like the green. We're bringing out a lot of green, huh? That's cute. Okay, that's what I'll do. So let's do this. And it's that easy. I'm not going to stick that down completely until I get a good look at what I'm doing here, because I kind of overlap them, but maybe they don't have to overlap. And let's put this one. Maybe a little bit closer there, like that. Usually I kind of tilted it so this is out, and then they meet up. That's cute. Okay, and then this one has these pretty flowers. Do they go down like this? Or do they go up like this? They look more natural facing down for some reason, so I'm gonna do that. So I'm gonna turn this. And again, we just did a little die cutting. I was thinking about that. I'm like, oh, this doesn't have like stamps or anything. Normally she, not that normally she doesn't, but usually these guys don't have stamps and it just works out. And we have this here. And this one has a little dimensional to it already. Okay, I'm trying to stick that down before I eyeball this better. Let's see what it looks like up there. That's okay. Alright. Alright, very good. And then we have this whole thing to deal with, and I can probably use this whole piece on here. We're just trying to get dimension in here. Put this whole thing here, and then get another piece. Ooh, from today's shaker card tutorial. And put it on this other side, and that'll stick that whole thing down real nice, I think. Alright. And that is it. Let me collect my pretties before I toss them out with other things that... And so I made the card this way, but I suppose if you wanted to, it's kind of odd. I wouldn't do that. Alright, here we go. And make sure this is opening the right way before I mess up this beautiful card. And we'll put that right here. I'm kind of eyeballing this and this point. And I think we're good. Alright guys, really classic looking. I really like the, again, kind of a fall feel of it. But pretty. I hope you think it's pretty. Alright guys, again, let me know. I will be there if I get enough people saying that they will be there. Because, you know, who knows. And I guess maybe it's a good thing that Premiere didn't work, because I realized it was at the same time that Crafter's Companion was doing something. And I'm like, oh, you know. It just happens that way sometimes. Alright guys, thanks for watching, and always being so awesome and supportive. You guys, your comments and, you know, sympathy cards, you know, I really appreciate it. You guys are the best. Thank you so much. Alright guys, I'll see you hopefully in a little while. Again, maybe 8:30, 8:45 going into the time. I think that'll be good. We'll see, but you'll get a notice, because if I see enough comments here saying yes, let's do it, or right now in the chat, I'll have a live announcement, right? They'll let you know that it's coming up. All right, guys. See you at the next one. Bye now.